Hey Bible lovers, I got something a little different for you today from Salas Woodworking. And what he did is he built me a custom 6-shelf Bible shelf with cedar wood, and it has like a mahogany-ish stain, which is really neat because it matches pretty much all the furniture in my office. So I'm really happy with it. So let me show you some features that this thing has that make it really nice. Number one, you can put a Bible on top, and it has slide-out shelves. Now, interesting thing about this is it does not have hardware. These slide-out shelves are just simply a piece of wood with the notches cut out. And one thing he did that I think is really important is he didn't make it real tight. When you close it, you'll notice there's some gaps there, and the reason for that is so it can slide in really easy without any of that hardware. And as you can see, I have a bunch of ICA Bible rebinds. And actually I have one more that's not even on this shelf, but I also have one from Logos. Here's looking at you, Daniel Threlkill and John Holiday. These are just really nice. I love them, and I just really think they're both excellent rebinders. But back to the shelf, as you can tell, each one slides out. And the reason they do this, there's two approaches you can do on these Bible shelves. They can either notch them out, where it kind of has a half moon effect, so you can reach in and grab your Bible, because like when it's where it's supposed to be, I've got these kind of out here so you can see them, but you want them inset a little bit. When you're trying to reach it, it can be really clumsy. So you have that half moon cut out where the Bible kind of sticks out on the bottom, or you can have your slide out shelf where you can just grab this thing. So he did a really super nice job on this. I really like it. I'm able to put all of my rebinds on it that I really enjoy. And anyhow, let me tell you a couple of things that I feel like he can improve. Okay, I'm not a woodworker, so I'm not a professional in this. These are just things that I noticed. One thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see a countertop type of deal put on. Like, look at the lip of this table here. And you see how that's routed out? It makes the top really nice. I'd like to see them glue something on top of this and kind of route it out and just make it look really sharp on top and have that lip that makes it look really finished. It would kind of hide some of this right here, which it's not bad. This is not bad work. Or he could have taken this shelf and sat it on top and just used that as the base for the countertop effect as well. Another thing, and this is really hard to do because I've worked with wood a little bit, and especially cedar and pine can be really difficult, but you can see the nail holes. And maybe that's something, I don't know, maybe drill it out and put a better match of wood filler. So I'm not giving him advice on this. I'm just telling you things that I noticed when I got it. It's actually a little bit more obvious on this side. And see what happens is when you put wood glue on a piece of wood, if you don't sand it all the way down, then it can cause the stain not to want to adhere to that. Now this doesn't look bad at all. I actually love the cedar. I love that you can see every knot and every piece of grain. So that is well done. Another thing I'd like to see is, if you look through here, you can see that this has nothing behind it. Woohoo! It's empty. What I'd like to see is a full back all the way down. Now, I also understand why he did that. It's because if you put a big thick piece of wood, it would cause this to poke out, cause your shelf to be shorter. But what you could do is get like a piece of cedar that's like 1/8 of an inch, and see how you got this space right here? And you just put it on there as like a backing. So anyhow, regardless, this is beautiful work. Now, this shelf cost about $250, but it is cedar. It is high-end wood, so of course it's going to be a little more expensive. I am sure that he'd be willing to work with you at your price point and build you something that'll work for you. And I'm sure he can do more than 6 shelves. He can do 3 shelves. He can do whatever you want because he does all this custom. I happen to think it's really nice. And let me show you one last thing. This table was pre-existing in my office. Never mind this mess. That's my stack of books that I'm currently using. But check it out. When you stand it on here, it matches perfect. So maybe you have a piece of furniture like this that you would like to utilize and make more functional. You can give him your color code and he can match it up perfectly. This was actually just lucky. We didn't plan this, but I am glad it worked out good. So anyhow, there you have it. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.